Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Strategy, where I'm back with more action. Let's continue where we left off in the previous turn. Things went okay in the Navy, in naval compartment. Well, some tough things happening there, but let's continue on the ground here. So we know this is a unit which recently fled, so probably it will surrender. Indeed it did. That means that I can now take this flag at least, and I will see what we'll do next. For these guys also, this will surrender. We already knew that because these guys retreated last turn.
Copenhagen has capitulated. The resistance of Danes are over.
Indeed it is. This ship does have a couple of guns which have a range of 5. Let's see if I can actually reach these enemies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually useful to get these guys back up here again and to start shelling with these guns at least twice. After that we have another one round of this. Dealing heavy damage to that. I can finish off the artillery. And that's it for this plane. So we know that this unit is probably a lot weaker now, and we already know this is an anti-aircraft gun, so I'm gonna attack here. We don't know what it is, but we'll figure that out sooner or later. Either way, now that these guys have been severely weakened, I think I can use the infantry in the rear in order to get up in here. I'll attack it. It's demoralized. Hopefully it will surrender on the next turn. Next up, I want to make full use of my artillery as well. So I can shell this without moving. And it's also demoralized and fleeing. Excellent. I'll take the city. Make these guys surrender. And attack. Actually took a lot of damage from that attack. That's pretty poor. Let's go in here again. Make these guys surrender. I was supposed to make these guys we finished off, but okay. Let's use the recon. I took a lot of damage from that actually, which was surprising. I think also a bit unnecessary. I'll keep moving the recon. It's an artillery and infantry, so I can actually use the bombers in that region. And I will. Excellent. Yeah, let's use this recon first to
We have
take
captured
this.
the Norwegian capital. Great news for the Führer.
Yes, it is. I'm going to need to send a unit south in order to take this primary depot at Halden and I'll secure that last objective for myself as well. They've already been severely weakened. I will surely get a ship close to Stavanger at some point, so I'm just going to leave these guys there and the attack there once I've secured a victory in that region. I'll take that railroad station. Surely they will have a unit there too, potentially even a bunker. So what I'll do at the very least is I will send out a unit. Let's wait on that a bit. That took care of their first capital ship. Good. So now comes the tricky part. First of all, I will try to get these actually as high as possible because I want the enemy to go and engage it. And I want to detect as many enemy ships as possible too. Sea transport, huh? Wow, even that didn't destroy it. It's down to 6. But detecting the sea transports at least is very good. Okay, let's move back with that as well. I can probably, let's see, if I equip this, what range does it have? 4. So I can move in here and let's try to destroy these guys. Good. Because these aren't that important for now. I mean, I don't like the destroyers, but let's move you all the way to the back. Destroy another British unit. And if I now move around... So first of all, I can use the 6 range to attack without moving this unit. And destroy it. Then I still have these guys. Unfortunately, I would have to move a little bit for that. But if I getting close to this region, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll move up here. Attack with these guns first. Then use the smaller gun to attack these guys. Then this is destroyed. I'll move you closer to detect what this is. Okay. Again, I'll use the big guns first. And this gun has a range of 4. Not ideal. I can shell here first as well before moving at all. Which I will. And also here the range is 4. So I'll move forward 1, 2, 3, 4 to this hex. Destroy that first destroyer. By no means have I taken out the enemy's ships already, but at least this is giving me a fair chance. So the question is, can I destroy these guys? These enemies will most likely go down. I will have to think about it here. I really am not sure. Okay. Take that. So I'll leave these for a moment at least. Oh yeah, we know now that this is there. Can't shell anything yet. No, it's too big of a range. I could bypass it. No real reason to go all crazy. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm not gonna attack, but I do want to move the Panzers forward at least, so we can start moving ahead, cross the bridge, and take it potentially. Sure, I'll use a truck and potentially take that city on the next turn. None of these can move, but I can move the artillery, first of all, behind this location, so I can shell that unit. And I will also move it into the forest here to remain hidden. I don't think they'll move away from that hex, although they might. Let's just get on the road, get going.
4 garrisons target the area and open fire at any movements of the enemy. There is no need to attack it with infantry. Shell the fortification with artillery or bomb it from the air. The fort can also be outflanked from the rear, since it can only fire around the area of 3 hexagons.
That happens. I don't really like the way the damage looks against these planes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move in here, because they are very likely just moving to a port or to an airfield. And what I would like to do is I would like to catch them potentially inside the airfield. Because I think they must be low on fuel. Yeah, 2-6. That's just no good. The closest airfield for them is all the way up here. So if I can just quickly get there, then I have the potential at least to keep my units safe. Not to be said of those guys. I can at least get this bomber a bit more secure. There's the last unit, the Gneisenau. And Gneisenau must remain safe. I have no information on what's up here in this particular region. All I know is that the enemy has a bunch of ships out on this region, probably gonna go down. I think I know where I'm gonna go, and that's not there. Alright, let's end the turn. These guys are already badly damaged. They're going for my submarine. And it's a capital ship going for my destroyer again. Wow, these guys are actually in range. Okay. The question is, what are they attacking at the moment? Come on. Yeah, indeed. Attack the destroyer there.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the station that is connected by the railway to our primary depot in order for it to be reinforced.
So they are actually landing troops up north there. I'm quite confident I can't save that unit. Yeah. And artillery fire, but that's not the worst. This is the Hipper, so luckily that's one of the ships that is allowed to get damaged. Well, first of all, I will really focus on getting rid of these destroyers. What guns do you have left? Only the small caliber. Okay, well, first of all, an enemy out there. It's that must be the Norwegian King truck. Okay.
We have intercepted the convoy of the King Haakon VII. The Norwegians are left without a king and without a treasury.
Perfect, and we've also revealed some very interesting information about pretty much all the enemy units. It seems like literally everything. Okay, they don't have that many troops that they can deploy anymore. I mean, 5 troops here, that's still a lot, but I would not be able to destroy those guys regardless in these naval battles. I mean, if I can come out on top here, and I'm fairly certain I can, at the very least, you know, we can keep blasting at these enemies. That will be really good. So that's quite nice. Yeah, let's get you in here. They will have to move quite a bit as well. I don't need these guys out in this area anymore, so I'm just gonna move over to this side, start shelling these units here. And taking it.
Savannah is in our hands. We now have control of the important port.
So I do have to keep in mind though that they have 1 more destroyer. That's it. Well. That's actually not even that bad. Let's see what result we get from this. Fairly poor one. I'm surprised they were still able to fire back here. Because this ship is supposed to be fairly weak right now. Okay. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh yeah, it's 4. Great. Okay, there we go. So that deals with these. What do you have left? I'll just move you up in here. And if I use the torpedoes, it's also... What, really? It's not gonna do anything? What about these guys? Nothing? Oh. They also can't fire. Well, I think at that point I'd just rather destroy this. Make sure that it's gone. Instead of actually... Well, instead of destroying one of the enemy units out there, I mean, just keeping my capital ships alive here is the most important thing. Especially as I want to destroy enemy units. So they have 1 a coastal gun here. And there are no other coastal guns. So at the very least, I can rest easily knowing that my naval units will be safe and will be able to attack the enemy now without too much trouble. None of these units is able to get into the crop region. Finish off these guys. And I'll continue moving. Unfortunately, rather towards this area, simply because I don't have the time to do fancy stuff. I'll take the cities with these paratroopers if I need to. But nothing else really. Take that. And there we go. Yeah, let's get on the road here. So if these guys have moved, I clearly... Yeah, I've taken off that. Still want to take Halden if I can. Just kind of depends on what I can bomb here. Yeah, the closest airfield now is out there. So what I'll have to do is unfortunately bomb in here. And then later on... Wow, okay. Well, let's land then. Yeah, let's move you out here in order to bomb that that territory later on. So we now know that the enemy is inside the airfield, or trying to get inside the airfield, which I guess did work for them. And we'll have to be careful of whatever the enemy might be able to throw at us next. I will first of all move over to that region though. These guys have a movement of 8 and then a range of 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at least sufficiently far away. And I'll use some of these ships for scouting. Let's get these guys out again. Now, I need to get the artillery as close as possible as well, so I'll take this location here. And if I attack, I need to hurry so I don't really mind a little bit of damage on my infantry. Especially if something like this happens. They have a range of 3. It's 1, 2, 3. So if I move in here, they can't even shell me. 1, 2, 3. No, they can't. Okay. I'll take that though. What do we have left here? So 2 fighters, both at low fuel. And I do need to protect my bomber. So I'll get right next to it. At least with 1 plane. And the other plane will land. That's probably for the best because of low fuel. Let's get you out. And I really want to get this guy also moving as fast as possible now. What do we have next? Now that these guys are destroyed, I can move in the artillery as close as possible. This artillery doesn't really need to shell down here. It also can't, at least for this turn. So I'll just move it up. How is this? depot doing? Yeah, my forces should be in supply. Try to get you out, but they're probably gonna get destroyed. Okay, where are these guys going? That's the most important thing. They're probably gonna attack these. But it's good because then we know where their last 2 destroyers are, actually. And if they are not already landing down there, oh wow, that is beautiful. They did, oh wow. Yeah, they didn't go for it. Huh. They didn't land. Well, that's good for us. Unfortunately, these guys can't operate in the rain. They're the wrong ones. I could say I'm just gonna leave that. I could say that. Is that wise, though? Luckily, they can't attack me from this side. So that thing is gone. And now this one's left. I will leave these paratroopers in order to take this while I actually move forward with the infantry. We don't have that many turns, and we need to blast our way through here. I'm going to use the submarine for a bit of hunting. Yeah, detecting the enemy. I'll move in as close as possible. Okay. And I'll finish it off with this bomber. No, I will not. Okay. Then let's get you in there and destroy that ship. Great. Now I don't think the enemy knows where I am with my ships, at least. So I do want, yeah, these guys don't have that many guns left, but I want to keep these guys moving. Oh yeah, I will attack that. Any way possible. And destroy another ground unit. Good. We already know this artillery is here. Which immediately got destroyed. There's another one behind that region. Gonna have to think about how I'm gonna handle this one. I'm thinking just about leaving Halden because there's not really anything that I can gain from getting it except just indeed like 30 prestige points. So it's probably worth it to just leave that and just keep on advancing because we really have only 4 turns to get all the way up there after this, which is really low. So we really need to get up here. And start harassing the enemy. First of all, let's move you out here, do a bit of spotting. I don't even mind getting them on the bridge. The important thing is that I can get my units across and do that safely. I know they have artillery. But getting onto the runway is still pretty decent. Go ahead, because I can move a bit further on the next turn. And as for the artillery, 1, 2, 3, 4. First of all, I need to get the artillery pretty much all along this side here. Because this way they can shell whatever is out there, and then I can keep moving on the next turn. These guys actually did survive, which is pretty funny. They probably have some things out in here, so I can't really go out and take it. But still. Okay, let's get you onto the river, because you're one of the few units that can. So we're kind of stuck here for this turn.
Our troops have just captured Lillehammer. Now the roads between the southern Norwegian ports and central part of Norway are under our control.
Yeah, even this way, they might still be able to have some use. And I need to make you guys land, because there's... It's probably better to just refuel while there is rain, and they can't really do a whole lot. These are the fighters that don't actually have the ability to fight in all weather, and thus they are better off not doing that indeed. Go here. Now I'm pretty much paying the price for getting the wrong unit there. Okay. They probably have AT guns, but it's not that. So no, just double anti-aircraft, and they don't seem to have anything out there, so I might be able to just snag some of those. But not this way. I should therefore just aim to move forward a bit with these bombers and end the turn. What will they be up to? Well, certainly not fighting. Yeah, this is rough, but sacrificing this ship is the only way I can leave the Gneisenau and Scharnhorst alive. Oh, why are they so behaving so strangely? They're gonna land now? Yeah, they are. Alright, unfortunate, but that's a lot of damage, though. Wow. Gets my command tank, too. That's... wow, that's really a lot. Really didn't expect him to do that well. Wow, okay. Either way, I will move you forward. They're quite sturdy, but they will fall on the next turn, surely. Then I do have several Junkers 88s. I have this one. And another one, which is in here. Why does it move that way? That just... okay, I know that it's good damage, but I need to organize it a bit better. Let's move you ahead first 1 hex, so I can actually move these and shell their artillery. Okay, Now I will move in the infantry, attack their artillery and destroy it. And unfortunately I cannot destroy the 88 this way, but maybe there's a better opportunity. First of all, what I can do here is make sure that I can attack twice. There we are. Now we do know... I don't remember specifically what they had out there. Yeah, that's tough. At least another anti-aircraft gun, I believe. 2 infantry. There we go. That reveals everything. Now that we know there are no longer any anti-aircraft guns, I should be able to use the Junkers 88 inside the building to go all the way up here. And go after this thing. It only took 1 damage. It's like, how is it even possible that it was supposedly dealing 9 and then it's only 1? This one did get it. So I guess it just missed the unit. If I move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no way I can get to shell those guys. So I just probably just best off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't hit anything either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you moving here helps me not attack anything. And these guys also can't attack, unfortunately. These guys do have this gun though, which can still attack twice. And that gun has a range of 3. So that doesn't help, but I'll move forward. And all of these ships can still just try to do something at least. It's probably not very useful to repair this for now. But we did take this airfield, so I can now pretty much at leisure go after these guys. And since we now have naval superiority, we are, I think, in a pretty good spot. Let's at least try to destroy one of these. And we'll deal with the other ones later. And there they go, did surrender. They're moving in here. Let's get these fighters out there, start attacking. And moving in here. And this will also allow me to move the artillery. They might actually go down from there. So I still want to be relatively safe here. If I... Yeah, I can't move those guys already, for example. Yeah, alright. I'll move you guys in here. They're vulnerable, but I still think we'll probably be safe. Are there any other units? No. Let's end the turn. We know their planes are gone.
Our supply depot has been captured by the enemy. The supply support of the troops is in jeopardy. We must swiftly organize the counterattack to recapture it.
So, they still did 1 damage. Well, I tried. I thought maybe they wouldn't be able to attack that way, but I guess they still did. Alright, let's take a look. Not all the enemies have landed yet, so I do have a fair chance. I'm gonna go after them here. And definitely try to destroy those which aren't on land yet. Because that will make things a lot easier. There's also one up here all the way, but yeah, we'll have to try. And it worked. Ooh. That will make conquering this upper territory a lot easier, for sure. Okay, I'll just get rid of that. Then I'll use the rear recon out here to capture those 2 territories, I think. Wow. Okay. Guess I'll let them stay here. They're not going to be able to get all the way up north in time anyway. So I might just as well leave it like this. On second thought, I'll use these guys. So at least I know I'll be there on time. Take those important regions, and I'm gonna let the tanks move up ahead first. Even with all this, we still have very limited time in order to secure our objectives. But the ships will help. I should be able to move these guys ahead, indeed. Okay, so we know if that thing there, it might just as well move in here. Stay on that hex. These guys will just wait. And I will move everything ahead as much as possible. If I just get them in here, make them land, I don't think they will indeed really have a lot of trouble with these.
Our units occupied Bergen. The enemy loses control of the western coast of Norway.
Okay, the only thing that's left is the fighters and the bombers. So I should be able to already get most of them to concentrate upon the north. I'll make them land for this turn, so they'll regain their fuel at least, and I can use them for the next 2 turns 100%. Which will take some time. Yeah, so I don't need to stay around this area anymore. You still have some guns, so why not? And the command tank can still provide bonuses, so that's it. Fair enough. Okay, so we did take those two places. The only place that we didn't take was Halden there. They might still be useful, at least for one turn. We'll see. First of all, you guys could technically shell this unit, but I really want to see what that is, or how powerful they still are. So, first of all, getting at this thing is just not very useful. Let's just shell this first. Okay, that one is already down, so there's no real need to fret over it. And I will easily be able to take it with some rear area units. Okay, this is an artillery, and it doesn't seem like there are many other units around. I'm going to try to see if I can detect something, but if I can't, this deals 1. I don't really care about that though. Just gonna attack the artillery, which is now down, and then this infantry. Good. Now the next ship. Destroy that too. Perfect. I should not take that, so I'll just move up ahead. And it doesn't seem like there's a unit up here either. So I can fairly easily now take the rest of those objectives and secure the mission.
Enemy depot is now in our hands, but has been completely destroyed. We will be able to use the depot supplies for our troops only after it has been repaired.
Just in case though, let's go after the bunker. And destroy it. Also gives my units a bit more experience. There we go. Okay, so if there were to be any units, they will automatically get destroyed. I did take every other part of the map, except that one town. So, I'll just get these guys back into the airfield here. I also need to take this. I almost completely forgot about that. Wow.
Having seized Stankier, we got an excellent position to capture central Norway.
Yes, we did.
For an offensive against France and the Benelux countries, we need to disengage some forces from the Norwegian operation as soon as possible. Due to an oversight from General Staff officers, the plan for the future French campaign fell into the hands of Belgians. The less time we give our opponents to prepare for the defense, the better. I expect to get the report on the operation completion within 24 hours.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
In the British supply depots, our soldiers found large caliber Vickers machine guns. They will be used to further strengthening our units.
Exactly. Take that and take the last objective here. There we go. So we did get all the secondary objectives. Once again, we seized all victory axes. Yeah, restoring our units back to full health cost almost 2,000 because of those ships that got destroyed and things like that. So we actually got 0 prestige for winning this mission. But we still have a healthy amount, 1,800 15 for the upcoming offensive. We lost 6 naval units. You know, it happened. So also a couple of other units got damaged, like the HQ unit, but overall it went fairly well, and my strategy worked out quite nicely. We're also back to 27 points. So let's just see what the Führer has to say about our glorious victory at Norway.
My Führer, Germany received a strategically important bridgehead in the north. The base locations of our submarines and aviation forces have been improved. The export of strategic raw materials from the Scandinavian countries has been ensured. The operation was a success.
The Holy Spirit of the German nation guides me. Halder, prepare the reward sheets. I hope that in the campaign against France, you will prove yourself as brilliantly as you did in Norway. You can rest for a couple of days. After that, you must go to the General Staff to discuss the plan of the offensive against France. You are dismissed, sir.
Nice, some rest. And I will gladly take that rest. I will end the video here. If we can take a look at the map here. Indeed, we now have Denmark and Norway under our control. Next mission will be Fallerot, which is a bit weird because there's no Falgelb. Oh well. Either way, we do get next objectives. The Scharnhorst stayed afloat, and it will take part in future missions. The Gneisenau stayed afloat as well. Will also take part in future missions, either Sea Line or the Battle for the Atlantic. Yeah, so that's it for now. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all for the next mission. Take care, and see you there.